What's up, YouTube? This is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. Welcome to another weekly vlog. Now, I'm just warning you, I look like a mess over here. You can tell I'm like dressed all white because I've been outside and stuff like that. I pretty much blend in with the snow outside. But I want to go over real quick the stuff that I did last week. I actually did a lot of stuff. So on Tuesday, late night into Wednesday, I started The Wolf Among Us. So episode 1 is put up already. So you have all 4 parts, and that took place on Wednesday. Followed by Warframe Wednesday, which I did another episode. So definitely those are videos you should go check out. And on Thursday, I also did more Wolf Among Us. I did the whole episode 2. So now I'm fully caught up on that series. It's episode 1 and episode 2. It is up. Definitely go take a look at it. I do something a little bit different than everyone else. If you guys paid attention to my Walking Dead walkthrough, you know that I only do the bad choices. So once again, I did that. I did all bad choices, and it's pretty funny. You should definitely go check that out. After I did The Wolf Among Us on Friday, I did Let's Play Outlast for the PlayStation 4. Now, I usually don't get scared or anything in these games. I'm not really one for getting too scared of, horror games and stuff. But this game got me a couple times. It got me to jump a couple times. So if you check out the video, it's definitely pretty funny. A lot of people liked it. I don't know. It did have some jump moments that I didn't expect in the game. So, yeah, definitely go check that out. And finally, yesterday, I put up another episode of Don't Starve Saturdays. And it's pretty good. I'm getting a lot better in the game. I'm on day 13 now. When that video ends, I'm like on day 13. So you can definitely see how I learned different things throughout the game. And I actually ended the game pretty good health and everything. So you guys see the stuff that happened. I found like a new plant, exotic plant that it knocks you out and it gives you like full health. So you definitely have to check that one out. And that's pretty much it. So that's everything for last week. Now for next week. Next week is going to be a weird period again. There's really no games out. So this gives you a perfect opportunity to catch up on all the videos that I did last week. Since I had so many videos, it's probably hard for you guys to catch up on everything. I definitely suggest looking at The Wolf Among Us and Outlast, which is pretty funny. But as always, my Warframe Wednesday, stuff like that. But this coming week, I'm going to do more Outlast playthrough. I'm going to probably do like 1 or 2 parts for next week. I'm also going to do Warframe Wednesday as always. And once again, Don't Starve Saturdays. So those are the things you have to expect for next week. Once again, it's pretty slow, but in a couple weeks, I say another 2 weeks or so, then that's when the games are going to start coming out. You're going to get like games like Thief and stuff like that, which I will be doing a playthrough for that. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Just want to let you guys know what is new on the channel, what's to come on the channel. Now, before I go, there's one topic I do want to discuss, and it has to do with a Flappy Bird. Now, I know you guys are tired of this. Everyone's talking about this game and stuff like that. But I figure that someone that, game software developer, someone that does indie games as well, I thought I'll put my input on this. And well, first of all, I also had a conversation with the guy. His name's Dong or whatever. I had a conversation with him on Twitter. And pretty much we were debating. He said he doesn't understand why everyone's like attacking him and saying all this stuff. And I told him because I feel that once people found out how much he's making a day, and then they put 2 and 2 together, that like some of the artwork that's in the game looks exactly like the pipes look exactly like Mario Brothers pipes. And like there's no way around saying that that's not what he did, because if you ever played the game, the pipes really aren't needed. Like, it could have been any type of design. So he clearly used the pipes as a reference. Like he used it to so people could relate to the game. So it's not like you could just say, oh, well, it's just, it doesn't look that much like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look like the color, everything looks exactly like it. It was meant to look similar to it, very similar to it. So you're using the likeness of the game to make more money, because when people are playing the game, they relate to it. Or if people see screenshots of the game, when people see screenshots of the game, they think it's a Mario Brothers game, and then they play the game. So you get people to download and play your game because it's something that it brings like a nostalgic value to them. So they believe that the game is something else. And that's not the only thing. I forgot how to pronounce like the other one. I'm not even gonna attempt to. I believe it's a French game that it's with a bird, and it's the same exact game. All right, the bird, it's a cactus, right? It's cactus up and down like this, and the bird has to fly up and down the same exact way as Flappy Bird. So if you look, you could tell he just used that one game, the gameplay of the one game, and then used the artwork of Mario Brothers, put it together, and that's what he got. Now, it's one thing to pretty much make a clone of the game, which he clearly did, but everyone makes a clone. Like, if you look at the other freaking, what's it called, Candy Crush or whatever, you know, they're obviously a clone of Bejeweled and like a whole bunch of other games. So, like, it's one thing to make a clone, because everyone makes a clone now for mobile games. But on top of that, you have artwork that's almost exactly the same, if not the same. I would not be shocked if he photoshopped that, because he took it and he photoshopped it. You look at it, if you look at an article Kotaku wrote, they have the picture side by side, it is identical, okay? The like shape, everything's identical. Just a little bit of the square marks, the 8-bit marks to make it look 8-bit was a little off, but that could be easily done in Photoshop. Like, you know, I just disagree with that whole thing, and he got fed up with all the stuff people said, and he supposedly took it down already. So if you go on the App Store for, you know, the Android market, or you go to the App Store for iTunes, you'll see that it's not there anymore. He's not gonna let people download, supposedly. You know, it could be a publicity stunt, or he could really be that upset and he took it down. But the damage is done. You know what I mean? And I feel like companies like Nintendo, like, I would not be shocked that this game got so much publicity, they might go after him for the artwork. They might go after him, because this guy is making $50,000 a day. And if I was Nintendo, I would definitely go after this guy. And, you know, it makes developers look bad. You know, there's one thing to borrow someone's artwork with their permission, but the fact that, you know damn well Nintendo will never give anyone permission to use any of their art concept or anything. So for him to do it and make it that similar, he pretty much deserves what he gets from this point on. You know, like, I hope Nintendo goes after him, because it makes the developers look bad. It makes indie developers look bad. You know what I mean? Because people work hard to get where they're at. This guy makes a cheap game that imitated another game, first of all. It's like a direct clone to something else. Then he takes artwork, and whether he copy pasted it or he literally redrew it to make it look identical, but he took the likeness of another game to sell it, you know? And of course, it wasn't, you know, it's a free game, but he made all this money off advertisements. You know, maybe it was an honest mistake in the beginning. You know, maybe it was like, oh, I just did it so I could bring a game out. Because some people do it. I just want to bring a game out. I borrowed artwork before without asking for like school projects and stuff. But when you start making money off that, you have to give credit for the person. Like, you deserve everything you get. Like, you can't use someone else's artwork and then make money off of it. I mean, look at Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't even want people to make YouTube videos, you know, off their artwork. So I can't even imagine them wanting people to use their artwork to sell it. You know, that's like someone, and like his excuse was, well, he did it himself. Well, it doesn't matter if you drew it yourself. That's still plagiarism. You know, I could draw Street Fighter characters pretty well, right? If I went to go sell those Street Fighter characters, if the company wanted to, they could sue me because I don't have the rights. Capcom can sue me because I don't have the rights to make money off of their product. That's their artwork. Whether or not I drew it or not, it's their artwork. They have the rights to those characters. That's their artwork. And that's still plagiarism. That is still against the law. So regardless if he drew it himself or he copy paste, either way, it's the same thing. It's still plagiarism. When you don't give credit to you don't cite the sources, or you don't give credit to where you got it from. So that's how I feel about Flappy Bird. I honestly don't care if he dropped the game, or no one could download anymore. The damage is done. The guy made all the money. Now he's running. Now he's going to make another version of the game. You know, now he's going to redo it. It's going to be probably similar, put different art in it. He probably has enough money to get his own art person now. and then do what he does. So I really hope Nintendo does something, because this shows people like him a lesson that you can't just do stuff like that. You can't take the likeness of someone else's game just to sell your game. That just doesn't work like that. I really think Candy Crush should have gotten in trouble, but Candy Crush at least had a different idea. Like, they use a different theme, right? And they didn't use anyone else's artwork. So at least it was a clone, but at least they did something else. I mean, I still disagree with that. I don't think people should be able to make clones, but that happens. But what doesn't happen is there's similar, like very, very almost identical artwork is taking place in someone else's game. So that's just not right. Oh man, I can't even talk. But that's pretty much it. So that's the only topic I want to talk about today. So next week, don't forget, you'll see more episodes of Outlast. And you'll definitely get to see Warframe Wednesday. And on Saturday, Don't Starve Saturdays. Plus, if you haven't caught up with all the episodes for all my shows, definitely go check it out. This is your free week. You have plenty of time to go look over those videos. So that's pretty much it. This is Hector from Not Too Nerdy. I'm out. See you too.